Nicholls State has much improved football team. They're a very hot team right now. They've won 2 of their last 4 games, and then going back to a 5th game ago against Stephen F. They had them beat until late in the 4th quarter when Stephen F. scored on, I guess, their last possession to win that football game. Very good football team at the line of scrimmage. They rushed the football for over 400 yards this past week against Lamar. They've got an outstanding back that went for over 1,000 yards last year. Very big physical back that does a great job of running behind his pads. Our quarterback's very athletic, very much a dual threat guy, can run and throw. So they're very good offensively, very sound and very physical. Defensively, Tim Rebo's a defensive-minded guy as their head coach. They've got our former secondary coach, Tommy Rybacki, as their defensive coordinator, and Tommy's an outstanding fundamental coach. And they're getting better and better each week on defense. They're one of the top pass defenses in the league, as Rebo's a DB guy and Rybacki's a DB guy. Both those guys have done an outstanding job of getting that defense coached up against the pass, and they're very stout against the run. So a big, tremendous challenge for us this week, but it's one that we're looking forward to. Thibodeau's a tough place to play. You know, you're down the bayou, as they say, and you know they've got great fan support there that really come out and support the Colonels. And you know, a Saturday night, you know, it's kind of like LSU's only, you know, an hour up the road, hour and a half. In Death Valley on Saturday night is, you know, reminiscent of Nicholls on Saturday night. Not quite as many folks, but the atmosphere is very much the same. It's great to have the same guy behind the center for a couple of weeks in a row now. I know, you know, it helps Hayden to be able to get all the practice reps and to gain familiarity with the other team's defense. And, you know, I was proud of the offensive line and the supers and tight ends for keeping the pressure off of Hayden, and our receivers did a great job of catching the football so that we stayed out of a lot of 3rd and long situations, and Hayden did a great job of making quick reads and getting the ball out of his hands, and even pulled it down and took off running and had some good play. So it's great to have that stability back behind center. Well, we felt like we've been in a one-game playoff ever since we got back from Oklahoma State. Once we started a conference schedule, our playoffs started. We need to take care of business one game at a time, win in advance is kind of what we've been talking about, and that's where we're at. All of our eggs are in this one basket against Nicholls State. Let's take care of that, and then we'll worry about after that whenever that's over. So we do, you know, you can look at it and see where, you know, that we put ourselves into decent shape, but lose and you're done. I mean, what we got to do is take care of business one game at a time and win in advance. Each week's the biggest game of the year because it's the next game. But the later you get on in the season, the extra ramifications are added on to each additional game, because you do see where you're at in the conference standings and what you need to do in order to make the playoffs and all of that. But end of the day, it's the most important game because it's the next game. And if we approach it like that, and that's the way we've been approaching it since we got back from Oklahoma State. Biggest game of the year was that next game. Well, now biggest game of the year is this one, regardless of ramifications or this or that or whatever. We got to win one football game to keep doing what we want to do.
You're born amazing, and at Baptist Health, we want to keep you that way. In fact, that's our mission. To not only provide the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and comprehensive care to support your recovery, but also to be your guide to health. All so you can keep on inspiring, keep on reaching, and keep on amazing.
Talking to Hayden Hildebrand, 6'3" sophomore out of Bossier City, Louisiana. First in the Southland Conference right now in pass efficiency. I mentioned it earlier, 10th in the country with 66% completions, and 9th in yards per attempt as well. 10 touchdowns, 2 picks, 14.09 as far as yardage goes on the season. I marvel when I talked to Coach. He didn't seem surprised by it. I guess he just has a lot of confidence in you guys. But, you guys have gotten dinged up a little bit, you and Taylor, through the year. But, you sit out a week, sit out 2 weeks, you come back, and it seems like you never missed a beat. So what do you attribute that to? I guess a lot of preparation?
A lot of preparation, a lot of film study, and just going out there and trusting it. You can't play scared, and we've talked about that, me, Taylor, and the coaches. And like Coach Campbell says, you got to, prepare each week like, whether you're playing or not. You got to prepare like you're going to be the man out there. So with that being said, you got to go out and practice every day like it's, preparing for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And, I think not just me, but, the rest of our team, even when people got dinged up, they've done a good job of that every week. And we played well. For the most part, we played really well, and people have responded well when adversity hits like that.
Desmond leads the league now, 59 receptions on the season. In fact, and I don't know if you realize this or not, but, Coach, if he can stay on average the next 2 weeks, he's going to end up with the second best single-season receptions year in school history. So he's certainly having a pretty significant year. Jatavius Wilson not far behind at 43 receptions, and then he dropped all the way down to 14 for third place. So certainly those have been the two pet receivers so far this year. Those have been the guys you've targeted the most this year. Jatavius is a little different kind of receiver. Certainly he's a guy that's a great weapon in a number of different ways, in the run game, return game. What's it like working with him in the passing game?
He brings it's definitely a different dimension, like you said. With you got Desmond, who's a true wide receiver, just really relentless, good route runner, good hands, gets the ball, doesn't want to, it's hard to take him down. And he does a good job of staying on his feet as long as he possibly can. With Jatavius, he's a shorter back, real quick. We hit him a lot out of the backfield, like you said, in run game. Little tags, little bubble routes behind the line of scrimmage. Just give it to him, put it in his hands, and he's so quick he'll make one guy miss. And you never know when he's going to take one to the house. So they're definitely different, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it brings something new to the table.
Coach, we haven't talked about this on the show much, and I know your job as a quarterback is to hit the open guy, and you've done a great job of that this year. But I heard a lot about the tight ends in fall camp.
Right.
Has it been something they've taken away from you? I mean, we haven't seen a lot of throws to the tight ends this year.
I tell you what, with the week before against Southeastern, big blitz team. They come at you from a lot of different ways. We use the tight ends a lot in protection, and in this past week, we use the tight ends a lot in protection. So, what we've been doing here recently is doing a lot of slide protection and utilizing the tight ends, and they've been doing a great job of picking up the edge pressure. So, it depends on what the defense is giving us. Some weeks they'll catch balls, and some weeks they'll protect.
Well, Hayden, keep it up, man. You're playing well, and it's been fun to watch. Good luck this week down at Nicholls.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
As far as this year overall, I guess, we saw pretty early on after, a couple of tough games that this was going to be a defense that had the chance to be dominant. How do you feel like you guys have progressed through the season?
I feel like we're getting better each week. That's what we focus on. We work on getting better every day in practice and just not staying the same. We're trying to set new goals for ourselves and just achieve new heights.
Yeah. As far as, staying focused on this trip down there, and I was talking to these guys earlier, Coach. You can ask Coach Brown. Strange things in Thibodaux, man. You got to be locked in and ready to roll. And, if you're playing a team, you like playing a team that throws it a bunch, spreads it out, and throws it all over the place, or a team that likes to run it?
No, I want you to run it at me.
Okay.
I like the challenge of having to stop the run.
Yeah, I feel like you guys match up well with the situation this week.
Yeah, I think you do.
Well, we wish you lots of luck. I will ask, Junior, you wrapping up. I mean, you got a year left, of course, but what are you studying here? What are your long-term goals?
I'm a health education major, and I really want to coach at the college level.
Okay.
So I plan on trying to GA somewhere. And
defensive line, or what would you want to coach?
Either or, because I played quarterback in high school, so I
can
know
see
a
that.
lot about offenses.
Yeah, there's a lot of 290-pound quarterbacks. What did you play at in high school? As far as weight goes,
255.
Okay. But you were tough to bring down.
You were a quarterback in high school?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
Well, this is good. We're going to learn some new stuff today.
That's right.
What kind of offense did you run?
We ran a spread.
Of course you did.
Like
you played in
option.
Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how were you?
I was all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we had another kid on the team named Seth Russell, so.
Seth Russell was on your?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, he's not bad. Have you talked to him at all?
Not since he got hurt.
Yeah.
I talked to him a few weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. All right, wow. That's pretty wild.
McElroy takes the snap, drops back into the pocket. He's flushed out and runs left. He's looking. Oh, he's got Nelson across the middle. Nelson gets the block. Burst through the secondary. Are you kidding me? Down the sideline he goes to the 10-5. Touchdown!
We're proud to be the official chicken of sports fans. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
And we are in Thibodaux, Louisiana, where tonight the Bears will try to make it 4 straight wins and, more importantly, move to 7-1 in conference play. Their opponent the Nicholls State Colonels, only 2-5 on the season. Pleasure to be joined by, once again, Monty Rowell on the sideline and Justin Akery to my right. Well, this one has trap game written all over it. This is a place the Bears have struggled. A Nicholls State team, you look at their record, 2-5. Not much of a crowd here tonight. But then you flip it over, Nicholls State coming in with a lot of momentum, coming off one of the biggest wins in recent, program history. And the fact the Bears have really struggled on this turf, this could be a tough game tonight.
Yeah, Nicholls has got to be playing with a lot of confidence after last week. They won at Lamar 30-28, and Bears fans will remember that's a Lamar defense that will yield some rushing yards. Well, they did yield again last week. 415 rushing yards by these Colonels, a very dangerous team in the run game. They struggled throwing the football. In fact, they're at the bottom of the rankings in the Southland Conference in that regard. But this is a team that can run it, and they're trying to build from basically the ground up. And I think most people are pretty familiar with the struggles they've had here in Thibodaux over the last few seasons. But, it's a team that certainly has got to be playing with confidence. It is senior night, and you never know what you might get out of that. And again, it's a place that certainly the Bears have struggled over the years.
We got one game to win. All your goals are right there in front of you. Play one play at a time. Don't wait around and see what happens. You be the guy that goes out and you make it happen. You make it happen tonight. One play at a time for 4 quarters. Lay it on the line for your brother. Here we go. Everybody grab my hand. Here we go. Happy.
In the eyes of God, we are the greatest. But put forth God's faith, every moment in play. And if we lose, we will not grieve. But when we win! We've done a good deed. Win or lose, all praises go to God for allowing us to take part in this play. Amen.
Now let's go!
It's on, baby! Woo! Yeah! It's on, baby! It's on, baby! Woo! It's on, baby! It's on, baby! Let's go get it! It's on, baby! Yeah! It's on, baby! It's on, baby! It's on, baby! It's on, baby! Catch one!
Klon gets the snap, gives it to, he's going to keep it, and he's hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Ricky Wyatt read it immediately. Henry gets the call, hitting the backfield, and stumbles forward. It was Ricky White. Pistol formation, gives it to Henry, trying to sweep right. Great penetration. Garrett Sharp is there to lock him up. It's a loss of 3 yards. Pistol formation. Hayden wants to throw. Looking left. Fires sideline. Catch is made out at the 41-yard line for a first down. It's Desmond Smith with the catch. Sophomore in pistol formation. Motion across the formation. They hand it to Jatavius. Trying to turn the corner. Cuts it up. 45. Midfield. Watch out. 45. And finally knocked off his feet at the 40-yard line. A gain of almost 20, and it's a UCA first down. 2nd and 1 from the 32. They give it to Beasley straight up the middle into the secondary. Finally upended down at the 21-yard line, the 22. It's a gain of 10 on 2nd and 1. Ball is down, kick is away, plenty of leg, and the kick is good. Bears are on the board. Jace Denker, a field goal with 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. As Klon sets in, he's going to throw it again. Quarterback draw. Klon still up in the backfield and then caught from behind. Play fake. Klon wants to run. In trouble in the backfield. Woodard almost had him. Now he stumbles down. And DJ Holland will get credit for the sack. The give to Henry hit immediately. And down he goes. Jonathan Woodard still pushing him back at the 37-yard line. Klon to throw. Stands in the pocket. Now just shovels it out to Henry. And he is upended in the backfield. Spurlock.
Yeah.
What a tackle at the 31. That's a loss of 5. Little check down route to Henry. 1st and 10 from the 15. Henry trying to pop it outside. Spurlock has him by the legs and twists him to the turf. What a great play by Spurlock, and he'll bring up 2nd down and 10. It's an onside kick. Scramble for the football. Still loose. Bears have it going the other way. It's Chambers across the 30 to the 27-yard line. What an alert play by Chris Chambers.
There was a flag on the play. I'm going to say that
the ball didn't go 10 yards.
Yeah, I think the Colonels touched it before the 10-yard mark. However, the Bears, I'm sure, will take the result of the play. And what a heads-up play by Chambers. He got it on the run, and it bounced right into his hands, and he took off the other way.
And you see Steve Campbell now discussing with the official at the 28-yard line. Nice patting him on the back. He must have made the right call.
Yard penalty will be added to the end of the run.
That's what Coach was. Wow. They hand it to Wilson, trying to cut inside in the speed sweep, racing outside. 15, 10, 5, touchdown UCA. How about Jatavius Wilson? Like he was shot out of a cannon.
He was flying right there in a great speed sweep and a great job sealing the edge. And they've got something there, Sully. We've seen it a couple of times. Had an 18-yarder earlier, and that time took it to pay dirt.
22 yards for the score.
What a run. He was absolutely flying right there. Safe to say the Bears didn't like being behind.
Yeah, that took all of a few seconds. Nicholls has it 1st and 10 on its own 38-yard line. Klon hands it off to Lofton, hit in the backfield and buried. Ricky Wyatt was there first, and Floyd delivered the big blow. Handoff to Henry, spins off one Bear, and down he goes.
It's a negative play again, though.
They give it to Henry, trying to turn the corner. Woodard says no way. Woodard wrapped him up by the legs. Ricky Wyatt finished him. Snap is back in good shape. They're setting up for the return. Nice spiraling kick. They're going to let it bounce at the 30. It hit a curl, and the Bears have it. Let's wait and see on the call.
Hit him right in the helmet, Sully. Bounced once.
Bears say they have it at the 22-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Battle for the ball.
Yeah, there's
Still no
doubt.
indication from the officials.
Right into the hands of George
Now
Odom.
they're going to give it to Nicholls.
No, they can't. That went right off of a Colonel's helmet. They did not blow that call. You're kidding me.
Steve Campbell with...
It went right off of his helmet into the hands of George Odom. How do you miss that call? They got to get this right. They got to get this right. And they'll review it if they have to, I assume. But that was so obvious. And now they're pointing in the right direction here. They're having a discussion on the field. The Bears are pointing in the correct direction. The defense is now going off the field. And I think the Bears offense will come out.
Rolling on the field, the ball touched the Nicholls State player, who was covered by Central Arkansas, 1st and 10 Central Arkansas.
There we go.
I don't know why there was any discussion about this.
Game tied at 10. We're late in the second quarter. Play fake. Over the middle, wide open. Dickey makes the catch at the 10. 5. He bounced off 2 Colonels and went into the end zone. Touchdown, UCA, Justin Dickey.
What a play right there by Dickey.
Boy, big boy football.
Well, and we talked about their tight ends continuing to get involved, absorb 2 blows by defenders, and bounce off a
You
nice
almost
little spin
knocked me
move.
over.
I'm sorry. I got so
took
excited.
a shot.
Sorry, Sully.
Klon to throw, looking sideline, pulls it down, and down he goes. Jonathan Woodard
And
with
there
the
it
sack.
is. There it is. He ties the school record with that one.
He pulled it down. Now there's timeout on the field. UCA wants to call a timeout. 2:22 to play in the half.
Timeout.
Boy, and Jonathan Woodard being congratulated by his teammates. Cody Dowk's in the game. Hole left side. Beasley cuts outside across the 30, the 35, 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and it's a UCA first down. Hildebrand calling the signals. They're showing blitz. Here they come on the blitz. Hildebrand lobs it over the middle for his tight end. Dickey has it again. Bounces off a Colonel down at the 20-yard line. Decker steps it off. Lefty waiting the snap. Snap is down. Kick is away. Plenty of leg, and this kick is good. Jace Decker gives the Bears a 20-17 lead. Play fake. Klon stands in. Fires over the middle. Oh, tipped into the air. Tip. Going around. Picked off. Going the other way at the 25. 20-yard line. Watkins 15. Watkins 10. Through a sea of red down to the 6. That was like a pinball.
I've never seen a ball get tipped around like that.
So what are the odds that Bobby Watkins would end up with the ball?
He is Mr. Big-Time Playmaker. When they need something big, they get it from Bobby Watkins.
It had arms, helmets, shoulder pads.
Yeah, that was, you're right, pinball is a great way to describe it. It was dink, 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 and it was up in the air forever and finally lands in the hands of Watkins. And you figured worst-case scenario, you're going to get an incomplete pass. Instead, Watkins has it, and the Bears are in great shape at the 6-yard line. Are you kidding me?
Hildebrand turns, gives it to Beasley straight up the middle. Blake runs into the end zone. Touchdown, UCA. He was untouched.
Touchdown, untouched. Exactly. Nobody got a hand on him, and they totally went with the fake. And the Bears have done such a good job of setting up that Jatavius Wilson fake on the speed sweep. This time they give it to Beasley, hammered it up in there for the touchdown.
And you saw the last time they reacted to Jadavius, and they gave it to him, and it created a negative play. Well, this time they did it again, and the Bears made him pay. Play fake. Klon looking left. In trouble, wrapped up, and thrown down. And that was all Cardell Best, Sully. And I love the way Best celebrates. Well, they have some depth on that defensive line. Short 3. Sophomore from Bossier City gets the snap, hands it to Veasley. Cherry Valley right. First down and more. Rolling out to the 35-yard line. Blake Veasley, a gain of 19. Pistol formation. Veasley again off left tackle. Makes a great move into the secondary midfield. 45. Jukes the defender at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line. Third and a long one. In motion comes Wilson. They give it to Daniels straight up the middle. He has the first down and more. Carrying the defender down to the 11-yard line. He is pumped. They're going to give it to Veasley off right tackle. Cuts inside the 5. 2, 1. Did he get in? No, they're going to say 1-yard line. It's a first down for UCA. Motion across the formation. Googler. They give it to Veasley. Up over. He's hit at the goal line. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown UCA. Wow. What about a delayed call?
Well, he stayed on top of the pile, though. He didn't go down until he rolled over the pile a little bit.
Klon to throw. Standing in the pocket. Pressure's coming. Floyd has him. Woodard is on Floyd's back. I wonder if he'll get a piece of that.
He may get a half a sack there, but yeah, that was all Derek Floyd. He ran right through an offensive lineman and swallowed Klon up.
The give to Anderson. He's going straight up the gut. Ball's loose. Nicholls has it. Fumble the football. Just what you didn't want to do.
No, that's not the way to get more playing time, that's for sure.
Klon, quick toss left side. Good catch made out at midfield. 45. This guy breaks a tackle. 30, 25, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. On first down, the play fake. Klon stands in, being chased by the Bears. And down he goes back at the 29-yard line. Looks like Eric Smith made the sack back at the 29.
Well, he came, like his hair was on fire.
Looks left, still looks left. Throws over the middle, has his tight end touchdown. Wow. Stephen LeBeouf took a page out of the Bears playbook. Klon out of the shotgun. It's a man to his right. Klon to throw. Retreats. Pressure's coming down. He goes back at the 45. Spun to the turf by Floyd back at the Nicholls 45-yard line.
That is the second sack of the night by Derek Floyd, coming up big time.
4th down and 16. Klon to throw. Klon steps up. Fires over the middle. Dropped it. He dropped it. Whoa. What a throw. 5 seconds to play. Play clock at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now they snap it. Klon, they're going to do a lateral play.
Yep.
Catch is made at midfield. 40, 35, still on his feet. Pitches it again at the 38. Still on his feet at the 35. Throws it back across the field. Back across the field again. Watch out. 35, Bates. 30. He's going to throw it back to the 40. Back at the 40-yard line. Pitches it to a lineman. Another pitch back to Klon, and down he goes at the 40. Chambers makes the tackle. It's Ricky Wyatt. He's about dead. Back at the 40-yard line.
What a game.
There's a flag down across the way. The Bears may have maybe a sideline. I don't know if the game can end on a penalty against the defense. No. It may have been a sideline warning or something.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Offside. Defense number 42 lined up in the neutral zone.
Klon has it. Klon looking. Klon stepping up. Klon loads up. Klon fires it deep. It's caught at the 5-yard line. But the game is over. Jarrell Rogers made the catch at the 5.
All right, finally, we can go home. All right, what a
way to end.
What a game. All right, we'll take a timeout. Bears win at 34-31. Great job, Sully.
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. We'll head down to the field and hear from Coach
They're all
Campbell
exhausted
in just a moment.
Well, right now you can get 15 gigs for the price of 10. That's 5 extra gigs for the same price.
So 5 more gigs for the same price?
Yeah. Allow me to demonstrate. Do you like your pretzel?
Yeah.
Okay, may I?
Yeah.
50% more data for the same price.
I like this metaphor.
Oh, it's even better with funnel cakes, but very sticky.
Now get 15 gigs for the price of 10.
Boy, they played with a lot of heart. A wild, wild finish. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Justin. This was, this is what I was afraid it was going to be. This is what I had prepared myself for.
Yeah.
was this, a team that doesn't beat themselves. I mean, I don't know, we may look at a stat sheet and saw where if they hadn't done a couple of things that, that they gave us some opportunities, but they got the snaps, they did everything. I mean, they executed, man. They executed pretty well on both sides of the football. And Thibodaux's a tough place to play, and this is a team that's gotten better and better and better, and that's what we've been preaching, and the proof's in the pudding. They're a good football team. I mean, right now.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Stephen F. had to score with a minute to go to beat them. I don't know. They're a good football team.
Well, and again, I mean, you and I talked before the game. We were expecting maybe to see Figaro get better, well enough to play today. Completely different approach. I mean, we would never expected that Klon would come out and throw 40-plus times.
Is that what? Yeah. And,
so, I mean, the numbers were crazy.
Yeah, they threw it, and but we had people step up. I mean, Martavis Moore had to, played corner, got his first extensive action starting at corner pretty much a whole game, and did a good job. I don't think he gave up the deep ball much, but they were able to, they threw some short stuff and just kept moving the chains. They held the football on us in the first half.
Yeah.
We had a hard time getting off the football field. Yeah, but here's the deal. We won the game. I mean, I'm sitting here. We won the game.
Right.
Hey, we're 7-3, won 7 of our last 8.
That's it.
We're 7-1 in the conference. We'll take it, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll take it and move on, brother. We're 7-3. Like Nathan said, he said the year they won the conference, they came down here and got beat. That was their one conference loss.
Yeah.
So you know what? And this is a. I know those coaches over there on that Nicholls team. They're in transition right now, turning into a really good football team.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're headed the right direction, Coach.
Yeah,
You're
I know
right about
it.
that. So,
I know it.
As far as next week goes, again, now we can talk about that game. And
right.
You always say it's the biggest one because it's the next one. Well, it's the biggest one, and I think there's an argument to be made maybe that you guys have already earned your way to the postseason. Regardless, you can certainly help your situation with a win next week, and every game on the Stripes is so special. Talk to me about the mentality going into Sam Houston.
Yeah, we'll take the same approach, Justin, that it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next game, and it will, and that's the way we'll approach it. It's the Sam Houston game. They're a great football team, and we know the ramifications behind it. We know we need to win. And it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next one, and that's about all that we'll say about it. And hopefully that will, that's worked for us. I don't know, the last 7 out of 8 weeks, and we'll continue to to use that mantra, and it's no more than that. I mean, each game is the biggest game.
Yeah. Well, Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you.
So the record stood for a long time. Just your feelings getting that, get an old record like that.
Honestly, it's really kind of surreal. I never thought that a record like that would be in my grasp, upon coming here as a freshman. But just through working all these years, it's a result of my hard work.
Big win tonight in a lot of ways, but this was a battle as well.
Oh, definitely a battle. We came in saying that these guys are gonna play us tough. It's always a tough game down in Thibodaux. But I also think that there's a lot of areas of the game where we can do better in, offense, defense, and special teams. So we'll go ahead and iron that out this week and get ready for Sam Houston.
They literally gave you fits in the first half. What were they doing to you?
Really just, there's nothing that we hadn't seen, honestly, just us not playing at the level that we're capable of.
Sam Houston next week, another big ball game.
Oh, definitely a big ball game. I feel like that our playoff hopes lie on that game and possibly a conference championship if Lamar can beat McNeese. So it's definitely a game that we'll all be looking forward to, and we'll all be motivated for it.